the co-creative weavers. Here's Erika Macy, also known as Erika Macy Me, like the name of my website. On Saturdays, the theme of spreading the seeds. I like to see it like spreading the seeds of wisdom, what is close to my heart, like the oracle cards and the runes and the Slavic goddesses, Bereginis. Spreading the seeds is also the 6th chapter of my book, The Wyrding Way, the mysterious art of weaving your own destiny based on natural cycles, which we travel to repeatedly in our lives. Yeah, on Saturday in Slavic tradition, we also put a candle for our ancestors. And the symbol is also a Beregini symbol. You can see it here. It's a Beregini symbol for the goddess guardian from the 8th circle world of the ancestors. There are 9 circles, like the 9 branches of the tree in Slavic tradition. And I'm currently passing on this wisdom of the soul tree horoscope, where I calculate a personal soul tree horoscope. Those are 7 main Bereginis, which are like a tree. That's why it's called soul tree. 3 in the roots, 1 main energy Beregini in the center, and 3 in the branches. And the roots energies are very connected to our ancestors. Like next week for the new moon, we will be going to the first root and meet our Beregini there. She stands for the age 0 to 7, and then again 49 till 56 as a mature soul, where we can journey to shamanic journey, which I will be facilitating. We will journey to meet our ancestors, our inner child for the age group 0 to 7, what happened to us in life during this stage, and then again also for the age 49 to 56, as powerful co-creators. If we have got some healing work still in these age groups, we can journey there, or we can call on our Beregini, our goddess energy, who is then the guardian of this particular root. And then by taking literally into our own hands, whilst we're embroidering her, we then have got a whole moon cycle. That's why I like to meet on the new moon, where we plant our intentions for the next moon cycle. It's a good space which opens then up, where we can really get to know our Beregini and do a lot of healing. All those 27 Bereginis I also describe in my book, The Wyrding Way. It's in the back, and you're more than welcome to join our next circle. The last new moon, we started with our main Beregini in the center, in the trunk, because this is the Beregini which supports us all through our life, to fulfill our destiny as an incarnated soul in a human body. I've got there the wise raven. That's why I've embroidered her in my shamanic dress here. So our next meeting circle, co-creative weaving circle, we will go to the roots. For me, this is the eternal ruler here. That's the symbol of the eternal ruler. It's the very last symbol of 27 altogether, Bereginis. Like she incarnated all the previous life experiences to be like her own eternal ruler. So for me, in this age group 0 to 7, I remembered how I started playing tennis in Kazakhstan when I was 5 years old, and I came into a tennis boarding school, and even though it was very harsh, it was still very, communist back then, Kazakhstan, and there was a lot of pressure in sports to perform well. So, but since I didn't know it any different, and I was like encouraged in my very, very wild, also double Aries energy self, I was a very, very happy child. I was already able to travel to neighboring countries like Uzbekistan, and I was growing up that everything is possible, and with this pure life force energy, this wildness in me, which was seen as a talent. Yeah, so I like to connect with my eternal ruler of this big, small Erika, who's also now maturing more and more. Like I'm now in my main Beregini energy, which stands for the age group of 42 to 49. So I am about conscious embodiment of what I came here for, which is like passing on the sacred wisdom, sacred feminine wisdom of the Slavic goddesses, or like the runes wisdom. That's why I do these readings where I weave in the oracle, the shamanic oracle cards, because shamanism is also very dear to my heart. The Slavic sacred feminine wisdom of the Bereginis, and the runes wisdom, where I also now ready to give this very in-depth birth runes reports, and with my great guardians, the Norns, the Weavers. That's why they are on the cover page of my book. And it's a constant deepening of getting to the well at the life tree Yggdrasil, and receiving more and more wisdom from those deep wells which are underneath the tree, and also like passing on this wisdom of the Slavic goddesses. It's also like a tree that we can really live our lives, manifesting our destiny, yeah, fully consciously about our roots, our center, and our branches, which are there to pull us forward, that we manifest our destiny. So come and start to weave with your own Bereginis. Next new moon in Leo, on Thursday we will meet. So the oracle card for next week is the Rainmaker, number 42. I'm just going to read this out, and I think with this heat wave which we are currently experiencing here in Europe, it could be a good intention to manifest rain, and working with the element of the water, yeah, to cool off all the heat. Also politically and collectively, it's a lot of heat, and may this Rainmaker card bring in the cooling waters. So, what does the card say more? The Rainmaker is the master of manifestation, who can call on the elements of nature to serve the greater good. When the power to co-create is used with integrity, great bounty and benefit flow to all. When this power is used for personal gain only, everyone suffers. When the earth is parched, the Rainmaker calls the waters from the heavens, and all that is dormant in the fields and in people's hearts springs to life again. The Rainmaker is calling you to create something new from the elements that are already in your life. Be sure you work with what is and not with what might be or could have been. The seeds that have been silently germinating in your heart will burst forth ready for the sunlight. Do not hold back. Put all your chips on the next roll of the divine dice. Recognize how you are co-creating your world. Nothing is happening out there without your involvement. Remember that the world is only mirroring back to you the condition of your love and your intent. So change this within before you take any actions. Do not take life personally. Yeah, I think this card is such a good invitation to be this intentional co-creators with destiny, like with connecting to the candle, to the element of fire with our ancestors, or transform anything what we no longer need by doing a ritual, by, for example, writing down what you like to let go of and then put it into the transforming fires. And now with the hot water, I will put in some water and put it next to my great mother Umai on the altar, next to this candle, to invite in the healing waters as well into all this heated up space. And so the Beregini for next week, that is the Discoveress from the fifth world. Each circle or world is also divided in three dimensions: the underworld, the middle world, and the upper world, the divine world. And this Beregini is from the higher world. From the upper world, which is called Prav in Slav, everything is embroidered in red. She stands for multiple perspectives and a wide view. Her affirmation is, I invite and allow in many changes, and I change myself constantly throughout life, during life. Protection during travels, to invite stability, clarity in difficult transitions, or when moving house. Yeah, so she comes from the fifth world, which is overall carries the color of light blue, and it stands overall for prayer and communication and good words. So if you like to find out your main Beregini or your main Sun rune, which is your soul purpose rune, get in touch with me on my homepage. You can sign up to my weekly love letters, where I'm also gonna send this weekly message in written form. You can read up about the Beregini and the oracle card and the rune in this newsletter. And last but not least, the rune for next week is Dagaz. It's like the sunglasses of transformation when you put Dagaz on like this. It's the rune standing for daylight, but for daylight which also incorporates the night. So it stands for the day, Dagaz day. Which integrates the dark and the light. It's the rune which usually comes associated when the sun travels, like it's of its highest point, like the Summer Solstice, for instance. So it's a high transformation rune. I did a ritual with this rune for Summer Solstice, where I have drawn the rune like this and put in one half everything, but I was letting go of, and in the other half, what I'm inviting into my life. And in runic astrology, Dagaz is also the rune which initiates the new year. Yeah, after the summer solstice, then the new year starts in runic astrology. And I also did a painting of me as a Mongolian queen with all of those Dagaz runes here on the sides and with the diamonds inside, because my breast cancer journey initiated me into this, like turning demons into diamonds. So I wrote my second book about it. So it's this diamond which is in my center, in my heart, and the Dagaz rune of initiation, bringing me forward to take the seat as my sovereign self, as my guardian of my own inner kingdom, which I experience as this Shambhala initiation into my diamond heart. And Shambhala is, in Buddhist tradition, it's like a kingdom of the enlightened masters, and I woke up after my second operation of breast cancer, like, whoa, where everything was like so beautiful and sharp and open, and such spaciousness in my heart, and that I experienced like being the sovereign queen of my own inner kingdom, Shambhala kingdom, and taking rest in my diamond heart. And the Dagaz rune is a very great helper to focus in the center on our non-local self, and from this center we can journey everywhere where we like, or we can also heal everything in our bodies. So it's a highly transformative rune, the Dagaz rune for next week. Yeah, so I'm sending you many blessings. You can come and join me next week for the new moon co-creative weaving circle of our own soul tree horoscope, of our 7 main Bereginis, or just sign up to my weekly soul letters where I summarize everything, or what I just talked about, and just come and weave. And the divine will provide the thread. That is the Wyrding Way. Blagadaru, many blessings.